right-hand side, that yellow building, that's Aunt O'Malley's bar. You know her motto? You can't drink all day if you don't start early. Well, here's a few folks getting well, not a real early start. I suppose it's not a bad time to start having a cocktail. It's now 2:30 almost. Oh, 3:30 almost. Next stop will be right down here in the corner. That's the north end of St. George Street. Our shopping street, our people street, our fun street. Got several hundred shops, stores, boutiques, bars, restaurants, malls, and museums on St. George Street. Next stop, the north end of St. George Street. You get a good close-up look at the post for the city gates right here, made out of coquina.
Này Say hi này Jay
And this is our stop for the north end of St. George. Next stop, the Colonial Quarter. Right across the way there is the old fort. That is the oldest fort in the United States. That fort's 323 years old, made of coquina. You know, they started building that old fort in 1672, completed it in 1695. It took 23 years to build that fort. They used Indians, slaves, convicts, and soldiers to build the old fort. Made out of coquina. Run by the Park Service, of course. That old fort is closed right now because of the government shutdown. That's one of the things that are affected. Our next stop is right up here for the Colonial Quarter. Anybody here going to the Colonial Quarter? You're going to want to get off at the Colonial Quarter right here. Bypassing the Colonial Quarter, unless somebody tells me otherwise. Our next stop will be the middle of Hippolyta and St. George Street. Where St. George Street is our shopping street, our people street, our fun street. Fort. You know, that old fort is made totally of coquina. You know, though actually it's the 10th fort we've had here. The first 9 forts we had were made mostly of wood. Wood doesn't hold up well here, not with hurricanes, fire, dry rot, salt water, insects. This fort's made out of coquina, been here for 323 years. We're taking it right here in Hippolyta. Some of the streets in here are older streets. You might notice the older streets Pretty narrow here in St. Augustine. Spanish government passed a decree in 1572 requiring that all Spanish colonial towns have narrow streets. They thought it would help to channel the cooler summer breezes to the middle of the city. They also thought it'd be better for military purposes. See the yellow building on the left-hand side of the intersection here? Yellow building on the left-hand side, middle front door on that building. Have to go through the garden gate to gain entry into that building. That was the rule for the first 200 years of our existence here. It wasn't until the British came here in 1763. The British brought along front doors, glass windows, chimneys, fireplaces, all kinds of different things. We're going to pull up to this stop sign. That'll be our official stop. From the middle of St. George and High Coleta. And this is our stop right here. St. George and High Coleta. Next stop, the Flagler Memorial Presbyterian Church. Next stop, the Flagler Memorial Presbyterian Church.